So then going along with that question, we have another one. Would you say that schools are competing against themselves or they're competing against the changing expectations that families now have in this new world of all of these new things that they're being faced with?
Man, I think I can guess who that's from. It's a deep question, and so are they competing against themselves or are they competing with everybody else? Once again, my simple answer is yes, both. They are. But the first thing they need to do is stop competing with themselves. They need to realize they are special. They've got some really great things going for them. Every school I found, there's something cool. There's something unique. There's something going on. And the public schools just beat the tar out of themselves. They have we're not good enough, or I'm not allowed to do that, or shouldn't do that. It happens all the It's a shame because there's always something special. There's something special about every school. And even homeschool, even virtual schools, there's always something unique and cool. And maybe that reaches that particular audience, right? You're not going to get everybody, but it doesn't mean you're not awesome. And it doesn't mean you don't need to present your best foot forward, right? So the first thing they have to do is get out of their own way. And they have to be okay. Let me give you this example. Let me make it a little more concrete. We'll go on a secret shopping tour. And we'll go through a public school. And I think it looks awesome. It's colorful. There are kids' paintings. They got a little child ambassador walking around with a parent telling us what's awesome. And then they start pointing out all their problems because they're honest. Now, ignore the old carpet. This old carpet needs to be replaced. We didn't have money to do it. I didn't notice the carpet until they said something. Man, I wish that the ball field was updated. But I mean, they just sit there and they give me the pros and the cons. But if you go to a private school, they don't talk about the cons. They just talk about the pros because they're trying to sell you, where it feels like the public school people are trying to be overly honest. We don't do that in marketing and advertising campaigns, all right? Like, if the carpet's bad, I'll notice it, but you don't have to point it out to me. You don't have to just highlight the negatives all the time. Well, I got to be honest. I didn't tell you to be dishonest, but you also don't have to. Man, my wife does this to me all the time. We'll be at a restaurant. And we'll be eating. Have a lovely evening with my wife. And she'll be like, man, that noise is driving me crazy. I didn't notice the noise until you mentioned it. Now I can't stop hearing the whack, 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 whack from the fan. And she does it all the time. Stop pointing out the things I didn't notice. So I think that's kind of a failed issue when we say we're competing against ourselves. And so I would correct that first and then go out there and present, all right?
And then if you
that was a good question. I forgot about how annoying it is sometimes to go out to dinner with my wife. I forgot. It's driving me nuts. She notices everything. I'm sorry. What's the next question?